Does that look like I'm looking at the camera?
You're recording. It's hard. I can't even see the camera.
Okay. Hi, America. Hi, world. I've entered the BOSI video pitch contest, and you can enter for it too, absolutely free at www.thebusinessofshowinstitute.com. It's pitch contest. The grand prize is an all-expense trip to Los Angeles, and the grand prize winner will be taken to real pitch meetings with real Hollywood decision makers. And if you're a screenwriter who'd like to register for this free contest, go to www.thebusinessofshowinstitute.com/pitch contest for all the rules and details. Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you, Marvin. What a great opportunity this is going to be for some screenwriter. I mean, it's fun probably for all of us to do these little videos. And first, let me tell you a little bit about me. I've had 3 plays produced in my little university town, and so far I've written 2 screenplays. My favorite so far is Unwed. It's the story of 4 pregnant teens who find their inner strength despite the uptight director of the Christian home where they find themselves. But the project I want to pitch you on is my amazingly wonderful TV pilot. The series itself is a quirky dramedy that follows 6 20-somethings who live in an eco-village. In March, Newsweek said that one of the top 10 trends for the next 10 years is what they call the dropout economy. There are hundreds of communities springing up, ranging from the old hippie communes to urban co-housing. So my TV series is set in an eco-village. I jokingly call it Sex in the Country or Green Friends. I decided to model my pitch after the starter kits that ABC has done for all their shows. So shall we begin? Welcome to your very own Commune, because life is a team sport starter kit. Here is everything you need to know about this soon-to-be Emmy Award-winning dramedy. For starters, it takes place in an off-the-grid eco-village in the Missouri Ozarks. It follows 6 20-somethings as they navigate the slippery slope of living green and living together in community. Let's run down the lineup. Building Mahoney. Talk about a fish out of water. She's beautiful, perfectly coiffed, and miserable. It's a long story, but let's just say after running out on her fiancé, getting accepted, and then jilted on the final episode of The Bachelor, you tend to do out-of-character things. Abigail Bean, one of the first people building meets at Milagro Springs, seems to know more about her than she does. Abby, by the way, is not Abby's real name, but even her fellow communards have no idea she's AWOL from Iraq. Then there's the hunky Slade Benjamin, every girl's heartthrob, only he's too busy railing at the man to even notice. In the pilot, he's camped out in a tree, intent on saving it from the developers who want to chop it down. Then there's Lonnie Lewis, the quintessential slacker. In the pilot, he's trying desperately to get one of his pictures on the Jones Soda label. The only problem? He uses the community's contingency fund, which they need to get Slade out of jail. Cuban immigrant Diego Savino stumbled through 2 marriages, but after a spiritual awakening on the streets of New York, he took up poetry and became a yoga teacher. Okay, so he wears a dress. It's just more comfortable out in the woods. Keeping them all in line is Hannah Laster, single mom to 5-year-old ethnically ambiguous twins, Orion and Scout. Did I mention she also gets arrested in the pilot, which is pretty minor compared to her huge crush on the oblivious Slade, who ends up falling in love with building. Like I said, issues have a tendency to crop up when you live together in a community. Okay, here's the 3 things you got to know about Commune. A, besides being an eco-village, Milagro Springs is a retreat center. People come to take yoga classes and workshops, which gives the gang new characters and issues to wrestle with each episode. B, turns out Kermit the Frog was right. It ain't easy being green. The characters are faced with constant flack from area developers and Uriah Phelps, a minister from the nearest town whose mission in life is to close down the immoral commune. C, despite it all, the gang knows how to have a rip-roaring good time, whether they're building a bubble machine out of a vacuum cleaner or finding a use for the last of the tomato harvest. With as much time as these young folks spend together, it's inevitable they're going to get themselves into lots of interesting relationships. Slade gazes longingly every night at a picture of an unknown girl. That is, before he falls in love, but won't let himself with Fielding, who won't let herself fall in love back. There's Samuel, the fiancé Fielding dumped at the altar to be one of the contestants on The Bachelor, Mark Neighbors, the comedian bachelor who dumps her on the final episode, and Lonnie, who added Fielding to his long list of crushes. Abby's in love with everyone, and Diego's still trying to put distance between himself and his first 2 wives. So there you go. You're off to a great start with Commune, because life is a team sport.
Good.